Hi, I'm Azra.
And hi, I'm Theandra.
And you're listening to the A&T Friendship Diaries. What's up, y'all? And welcome to another episode of
None Your Business
podcast segment. So, I'm very hesitant to get into this. I'm feeling a certain type of way. If you can't hear it in my voice, I'm really feeling a certain type of way about this particular topic that we're going to talk about tonight. That is none of our business, but it could have happened to it can happen to anybody. So hell, once again, it's everybody's business. Okay, it wouldn't have happened to you. I mean, the way it goes down, it wouldn't have happened.
You either.
I know, but I'm saying, let's just get into it so that I can elaborate on why I said it could happen to anybody. Because you never know what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do it the legal route, I feel like you never know what you're getting. It's a catch-20, you know what I'm saying? It's a roll of the dice regardless. Okay, so let me tell y'all what we're talking about today. I saw a post. Y'all know how I am with the gram. And the post read, let me pull up the post for you. That's my fault. I was ready to read you the article, but I just want to read you how the post read that caught my attention. So it reads, man who fathered 15 children after advertising sperm donations on Facebook never told women he has a genetic IQ disease. So, yeah, that's it in a nutshell. He fathered 15 kids and he has a genetic IQ disease.
Fragile X is what they call it.
Yeah, so let's talk about the disease that he has, and then I will read the article to you guys. So the disease that he has, the genetic IQ disease, is called Fragile X syndrome. Fragile X syndrome is a genetic condition that causes a range of developmental problems, including learning disabilities and cognitive impairment. Usually, males are more severely affected by this disorder than females. Affected individuals usually have delayed development of speech and language by the age of 2. So that's what Fragile X syndrome is. And he has it, and he didn't disclose it when he donated sperm. But I feel like this is going to sound so harsh and so disrespectful, and I really do not mean it this way. I don't mean for it to sound as harsh as I feel like some may take it, but he sold his sperm over social media.
On Facebook.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that we know of in this article, it says on
Allegedly.
Facebook. So allegedly he was selling his sperm on Facebook. And if he was
talking about a small business owner.
See? I can't stand you. I cannot stand you.
Maybe that's what the Great Resignation.
That's what they do.
Right. So
how many
of y'all out there selling y'all sperm on Facebook?
Yo, that's so
and
horrible.
How much does it go? Do you sell about an ounce?
But see, that's what I was saying. Like, it's one of those things where buying sperm off of social media, whatever platform it may or may not have been, is a freaking risk. And so you kind of get what you pay for.
First of all, why would you buy sperm on Facebook? It's sperm.
It's everywhere.
Right. Like, yeah, hey, let me get some of that creamy white stuff. Like, what?
I don't
get it. Can you test it? Is it so you just gonna take somebody's word for it? First of all,
they just took the sperm because had the sperm
I'm so upset right now.
Had they went the correct route, the way that sperm donors do, just in my research, there would have been testing done, and they would have been able to find out through all of the testing that he had this Fragile X syndrome.
No, they need to test the women that bought it to see if they missing a chromosome. Because first of all, so nobody's seen catfish. Nobody remembers that. So you got people out here to be in whole relationships lying about who they is for 5 years. So you never thought you might get some catfish sperm?
I mean, I guess they didn't think that, because a couple of the ladies are up in arms, which is why the article, or why that post was even on the gram. Like,
well, I guess they figure, since it was in a Facebook marketplace and not on Wish.
I love you and can't stand you all at the same time.
I'm like, so okay.
No, not sperm off of Wish. Wait, hold on. So let me say this. So I'm not going to read the whole article, but it says James McDougal, 37, fathered children with lesbian women through private donations advertised on social media. However, he was well aware that he had incurable Fragile X syndrome, a genetic disorder that leads to low IQ and development delay that he never disclosed. McDougal's identity was revealed due to a family court battle in Derby. So he's in family court.
I just had a random thought. I'm like, so y'all don't do an interview process? So before you buy sperm on Facebook or Wish, wherever you get it from, you might want to have that mug come over and get him, like, a little box of Crayolas and a coloring sheet, and make sure that that mug stay in the lines.
Yo, that's like a basic. That's like a basic test, because you're trying to
If his sky red,
yeah,
and the grass is
black, yeah, because you're trying to procreate.
You might want to pass. You might want to pass on that sperm. Like, it ain't no question there. You didn't do. Now this would be the time where we got Skype, we got FaceTime. So you mean to tell me y'all didn't? You can have a conversation with somebody, and if they, you should be able to tell if they impaired or not.
Correct.
Because you best believe I'm about sperm on Facebook, which I would never. But my goodness.
Okay, look, we're gonna stop saying this baby bought sperm off of Facebook.
Allegedly.
Because it just says that he bought it off of social media. So we don't know where he bought this sperm. So sorry, Facebook, if he did not buy it from off of there through the Facebook.
Where your algorithm for that? Sorry.
It just says that he bought sperm off of social media. We don't know which platform. So, okay, so the article goes on to say that he ends up in family court for 4 of his children. And basically he's wanting to see his children despite him originally signing an agreement saying that he didn't want contact with some of the children. This was reported by the New York Post. The mother of the children were opposed to the applications. So then the judge had to release his identity because they found out during the family court that he had this IQ genetic issue. And so the judge had to release his name so that women would stop buying sperm from him, because he wasn't disclosing it and they didn't want any further cases.
Yeah, I think one of the women read that, her child was 3 and still hadn't started to speak yet.
Yeah.
So I guess it's something that they realized after.
Yeah, she's the one that brought him to court because her 3-year-old is nonverbal and has challenging behaviors because of the Fragile X syndrome. I mean, that's a lot. Like,
it is. I'm like, so y'all ain't got. Okay, I'm just saying, like, before you resort to buying sperm off the social media, you ain't got no friends, you ain't got no homeboy. Girl. We always keep somebody in the pocket.
Well, it says that they were lesbians.
So they got friends.
I mean, oh yeah, absolutely. They because I'm pretty sure, however, in purchasing his sperm, this is just me assuming, but I'm pretty sure he didn't put it in a cup and send it, freaking overnight. But I'm also not thinking they had sex either. I wish the article would have disclosed how the sperm met the egg.
Right, because you would think somewhere in there they would have got a clue.
Yeah.
That,
something wasn't all the way right. Like, how much conversation did they have with him?
Like, why you all swimming in circles? Like, this is it's chasing his tail. Like, I don't, I'm looking at this under a microscope, and these bugs are, doing a loop-de-loop. Like, they ain't even swimming in a straight line. Like, I don't know if you know, but you might need to go, you might need to go to the doctor, because you can take a look.
Not a loop-de-loop.
Just chasing his tail.
I really
he ain't gonna find not nan egg.
I really hate that. Yeah, I would want to know how the two being the sperm and the egg got together.
I don't know how much they pay for. Like, how much is sperm going for over social media?
I don't know, because the article didn't disclose that either. But again, how do you even find somebody on social media that's selling their sperm?
I don't know.
I don't think you can put that shit in the search engine.
Maybe there's a Facebook group. Or a Twitter group.
Yo, there's all sorts of groups on
WeWantSperm.com.
There's always little groups for shit like that. That's interesting. I don't know how much sperm is running for, but I'm disappointed that out of all of these women, none of them thought to do an in-depth search to, I don't know, ask some fact-finding questions.
Like, you have a phone conversation? Like, what's 2 + 2? What's MC equals whatever it is? You know what it is?
MC. Yeah, MC squared.
Yeah, MC squared. Like,
right.
How many stars on the United States flag? It just basic stuff. Like,
I see.
I feel like if you have a conversation with somebody,
if it may not have been the original conversation, but they should have had a few conversations before
you just
taking someone's sperm and putting it in your body and making another life. And now you want to sue this man. Where does some of the accountability come for them and their purchasing sperm off of social media?
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to in any way be harsh, because I don't know what it's like to be in a lesbian couple or in a lesbian relationship, part of a lesbian couple, and wanting to have kids. So I don't know. I don't know what their plight is.
I just feel
that led them to having to purchase sperm off of social media. Like, they don't have any guy friends.
Of time. Like, to me, I feel like, there's just certain stuff you shouldn't buy off the internet.
I mean, sperm is definitely one of the shits you should not buy. But no, I won't even say that. You could probably buy sperm off the internet if you go about it the right way, because actual real sperm donors that go to like a sperm bank to make a donation have to go through a series of tests, and there's a bunch of requirements. They go through a bunch of different screenings even before they can make their deposit into the cup. There's things that have to be done. There's semen testing. So that's one. And there's also genetic testing. So had he went about it the right way and actually went through donating at a sperm donor bank.
But that's why he went this way, because he knew.
Well, they did say that he
knew.
Yes, ma'am, that he knew that he had this
disorder. He wouldn't get in the building, sir. You
yeah, they wouldn't have even let him in, because that's
probably well, never mind, I can say that.
They do most sperm banks require donors to be between the age of 18 and 39. They have a physical exam. The exam includes taking samples of blood and urine to test for infectious diseases, HIV, of course, semen
Oh,
testing, genetic testing. They extensively go through the family medical history. There's psychological evaluation, which is very important. They would have been able to tell through the psych eval, and the personal and sexual history. There's even an article written on how to qualify someone as a sperm donor. Like, if you just want to do that
so,
shit from the crib, like, they give you like a little
bruh.
how-to guide on the
So
Jujo.
if that being said, so like, can we like get, since there's lemon laws on buying bad cars? So is there gonna be
Absolutely. You
like,
know what? I will stop this podcast. There is. It's too late. They got kids.
it don't matter.
You trying to limit the kids?
No, but I'm just saying, you knowingly sold bad sperm. So
I think there should be some type of accountability. What is happening with my word?
you got that fragile X stuff. We're gonna be talking about it like it's, hey, she got that fragile X, bro. You don't mess with him, dude. We got that fragile X. I'm so sorry to anybody out there that knows anybody that suffers with fragile X. I am not insensitive. I am not that type of person. But like, don't keep your heart in your chest
and not on your sleeve.
and not on your sleeve.
Because you already know what type of podcast this is. And no, I don't have the fragile X syndrome, but I'm saying, where is the accountability for the women?
Right?
You're wanting to create a life. And it's so in your hands from the beginning. Bruh, it's not like they just got pregnant.
Bruh, first of all, when you buy a house, it's certain things you do. You get an appraisal. You have somebody walk through it, make sure she got good pipes, all of that stuff. Like, and some people shop around. Like, you know how you go on so many different views and look at it. Oh, this would have been perfect, but the basement wasn't right. Or, oh, this would have been great, but it don't got no attic. Or, oh, this would have been great. But
if you're that specific,
yes,
about
meticulous.
A house, then you should definitely be about purchasing sperm to create another life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there.
Like, first of all, like, so y'all didn't ask, like, so where your degrees at? Like, do you got any degrees? What level of accomplishment? Like, there should have been some.
Who your mama in there?
Right. There should have been some hoops you should have had to jump through. Like, write me a 5-page essay. And if I read it in the letters backwards and
especially if
upside down and it's doodling on the side, I'm like, oh, okay, well, he might not be the one.
Not doodles. Yeah, especially if they paid him. If they paid him,
where's Waldo? If you got 5 minutes, I'm timing it. If you can't,
I love Where's Waldo.
I do too. Because you're right there, he is.
Yeah. But yeah, if they paid him, they could have done all sorts of testing,
background check. I'm gonna need your Scantron test from school. You know, little sheet you fill out with the little bubbles and the number 2 pencil. Like, I'm gonna need them.
Yep. And even if they did a background check and he passed everything, like, they could have made him pay for his own background check. Like, if you want this money, you got to spend the $50 to get the $350 that we gonna pay you for your sperm. I'm guessing $350 because it sounds good. And if your shit come back right, then you get your $50 back.
I guess they're gonna be out here like Girl Scouts, huh? Sell it.
You know what? Even the Girl Scouts,
I want the dosey dose,
do a better job. And them babies is young. They do a real good job of who they ask. Okay. Of who they ask if they want to buy some chickens.
Get it over here. We got tall, dark, and chocolate.
The babies do a better job. They fill out their audience.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, going now. Can I get 15? Can I get 45, 25, 35, 45, 75? Sold to the woman in the back.
And he wasn't even good looking. In my opinion, he's not a good looking man. So you was
gambling with the genetics.
I would have passed on him straight off the looks. Straight off the looks. I would have been like, no, thank you.
Look, I would have been on him like, I'm a vegan, but I don't eat meat now. But I've been on him like I'm investigating meat, like your muscle tone, got a little muscular. Like
Exactly.
you know, how old are you? 20, 23. You already got a
Right.
dad bod.
Look, right. Let me see them bags up under your eyes. Do you not get enough rest? Do you have trouble sleeping? Does what's it called? Insomnia run in your family? Because what I have
Do
found
you
is
suffer
that
from dry eyes?
most stuff is
It
hereditary,
is.
which is crazy as shit to
But
me.
the article did say
Yes, ma'am.
that he was adopted.
Oh
So
shoot.
he couldn't necessarily go.
No, his whole
Yeah, you remember
medical
because they were
history.
like, he's the victim. His adopted parents felt like
That's right.
he was a victim. He was
That's
the victim
right. Yeah.
because he was what they use.
He is kind-hearted and would do anything for anybody. He's just gullible. That's what his adopted parents said, is that he's just gullible. I don't know how. I don't and I'm not even trying to be closed-minded, but how is he the victim? And you know what?
Maybe he didn't even intend to sell his
I was just
sperm
gonna
on
say
social
we
media.
don't really know the full story. What if
Maybe,
these
you
women
know,
reached out to him? Maybe they just
but
saw
you
him
said it
on
was
social media and they reached out to him.
no, or I don't know. Maybe they posted something about it, and he was like, "Oh, that's so sad to hear. You know, if I can help you, I would." Well, actually, you can. So you never know how.
Right.
And by him being
Right. Having
an impairment, you
an
know,
IQ issue, he was like, "Here you go." Yeah, I don't like it. There's no part of that story that I like from him, from them.
right? Because how you gonna be
And
mad at him when he has like an impairment
they're
issue?
mad because he didn't disclose it. I would think. I would think that's the
Yeah,
issue.
but
So
if he's not
you can't help that you um
like, do he get
have this
disability?
IQ genetic issue, but you could have told me about it before I did go and make kids with you. Like that I can understand being a little pissed
But
off
it would
about.
depend because they're trying to spin it like he didn't have the mental cognitive ability to
Mhm.
know or judge what he was doing is right or wrong or being misleading or something like that. So in my case,
Right.
I'm wondering like, you know, with Fragile X, like, does that mean like you get disability because you can't, you know, lead a
Right.
functioning, you know,
Right.
life or something like that? I don't know, but whatever the case may be, I feel like you said, we can't just blame him
No.
completely. Like
Mm-mm.
these women got to be accountable, and then it ain't like he fooled like 15 of them.
Yeah, there's he's got a few kids with a few different women. So what if the
Oh, and he
focus?
lived with one of them. Remember,
He did live with one of them,
and
and
she had 2 kids by him.
yes. So I mean, and I do believe she's one of the people in the lawsuit. I don't understand that.
So there was nothing from the first child
Right.
that gave you like
Right. Something might be going on with him, to him coming to live with you and then seeing him on a daily basis. I don't know. That's the whole thing is very strange. It makes me very uncomfortable because I didn't know people, but of course I should have known. I should have known that people were selling their parts, their whatever on social media. You can buy or just on the internet, period. You can buy fucking anything on the internet.
true celebrities be selling like what, farts in a Ziploc bag. Well,
The one chick, yeah, I don't know if she still is selling her gas bags. You don't like gas bags?
another person from the Great Resignation. I'm just gonna sell fart bags,
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
people out there that buy. But you know what? I couldn't even. You
And
know
she was
what?
putting them in jars. That's right. She was putting them in
Little
jars.
decorative jars.
Yeah, she made that shit right. she had presentation.
I'm not gonna hate on anybody hustle. Look here.
No,
if you found a market.
I was just gonna say we can't hate on that because she was making buku money because people were putting in their credit card information, buying her daggum gas jars
For what?
to smell her farts. She would eat
Is
certain
there
stuff.
any
They would.
YouTube videos out there that's unboxing like jarred parts? I probably would watch it.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Yes, you would.
Just
And
to see their reaction. Like,
and then you would send it to me.
I would.
And have me watching it.
I'm like, did it keep? I'm like, did they come with expiration dates? Like,
yo, she did this. We'll have to do a segment on old girl and her jarred gas. Because, and I don't know why, but it goes back to people will buy anything on the internet.
That is true.
Anything.
That is true.
From jarred farts to sperm.
Exactly. Even a grilled cheese pizza that, for whatever reason, looked like the face of Jesus, which nobody knows what it looked like, but I digress.
They sure were going mad over that. Yo. Hello, humans. Y'all gotta stop this shit.
They made me wonder why we get, you know what, we get abducted. Why would you abduct?
Right.
If I was an alien, I'm like, you know what?
This is the same species that puts farts in a jar and people type in their credit card information for that thing that they call money and they buy that shit. Yeah, they're fucking disappointed in us. If you guys haven't listened to our UFO episode, the title is called "Duh, We Knew They Were Here."
That's hilarious.
You guys gotta go back and listen to it.
They're gonna go past Earth. You know how they be doing their little tourism?
Yeah.
Like, don't even worry about that planet over there to the left.
Nah, they put farts in jars and sell them and label them Mexican food. Vegetable night. Word. That's so horrible. So yeah, I absolutely
Valentine's night.
Yeah, I absolutely believe all of these women bought sperm on the internet because there's nothing that people won't buy.
I hate it here.
I'm so sorry. We're here now. That's the thing. We're here now and we're stuck with these types of stories.
I'm just ready to travel the galaxy. Like, I'm done. I'm done with Earthlings.
I know you said that the last time.
I'm done.
You
done. Okay.
Listen, before you can,
if there's any
intelligent
life forms out there, please
come and get you.
I got my galaxy thumb up. Galaxy hitchhiker.
Did you know that a sperm donor, I mean, and I guess it's how much sperm I suppose one can release?
I got a load.
A load indeed. If you do have a load, you could get $100.
Oh my, that's all?
Girl, what you mean that's all?
Look, do you think look
100? First of all,
if you want my eggs, look here.
Yeah, that's different though. Women not just letting go of eggs at the same rate that men are letting go of sperm. Like, men can ejaculate a few times in a day, and $100, $100 a load. Come on now.
I can't go out this weekend, guys. I had to work some overtime.
I made 4 donations
hey, look,
a day.
Don't shake Tommy hand. Y'all know what he do for a living.
Hey, but just imagine though, you work 4 days, 4 donations a day. That's $1,600 right there. $1,600 in 4 days. This is why people are selling their sperm on social media. What if they just charging $100? We don't. If they're just going by what the sperm banks, what they pay, if they just doing that.
Bruh,
$1,600 in 4 days. You ain't got to go to work. That is your work. That is your job. Looking at whatever and making it rain, a different type of rain.
I'm just disgusted.
I know you are, sweetie. But it's happening. We read about it and then we brought it to y'all. Let us know what you think. Would you buy sperm off of social media? I'm gonna buy some cute dresses. I'm gonna buy some shoes. I'm gonna buy some purses.
You better. I'm a research though. I'm like, let me what it look like on Amazon. Let me see. I'm reading reviews. I'm doing the whole nine. Like
We talked in another segment. I'm gonna buy some body butter, but I'm not buying sperm. It's not happening ever. Desperate times come call for desperate measures. I'm not never that desperate. You just got to have some men in your life somehow, some way, for whatever reason. That's just what it's got to be.
I mean, yeah, you do got to have some men in your life, but I mean, if you're at the point where you're about to buy sperm from some random person on social media, I mean, I guess I can understand you wanting it to be the baby or the child to be a part of you. Because I'm like, at this point, I mean,
Just adopt.
just adopt.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I could see why you say that. But yeah, like you were getting ready to say, you want, at least some part of that child to have your DNA.
Right. To look like you,
Right. To have your blood, feel like your name is being carried on.
I get it. I mean, I don't know. I would just have to find some other avenue. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they did try all those things. Maybe,
Right.
some people may be financially strapped and they need, the budget opportunity. So they ain't got like no expired sperm at the bank. Like, you know how they be at Walmart, clearance sale. So can we not reach out to these sperm banks and be like, hey, what y'all got on clearance? Like they were like
Used by 6/17,
right.
2022.
Yeah, do a commercial.
With the yellow
Come
label.
on down today. We got
with the yellow label.
You know how they do the inventory sale?
We're overstocked and overrun.
Where is it? Can we not help some of these people out? Or sperm like that is it a shortage? You know what it is, because they have to go through such extensive qualifications. So I guess if you're desperate enough and be like, you know what, I'll take the risk. Oh
yeah, because there's like when you do it for real the correct way, there's a bunch of screenings and a bunch of blood workup. Like they not just giving you a physical exam, taking your blood, and then letting you go to the next room and drop your sample off. Nah, don't call us. We'll call you when it's done the right way. Yeah. When it's done the right way, I feel like, I don't know, buying the sperm from social media makes it seem like it just has this negative feel to it. But going about it, whether you're using a sperm donor, whether you got, a guy that been high school
that's what
friends
I was
with
say.
all
Maybe
these
it's
years.
The dispensation, because maybe this wouldn't have been done like 80 years ago. But then we got to realize the generation that we're in. Correct. Like people are dating online now. People are, that's how they're meeting. You got people that are meeting their husbands and wives online. So it's not surprising that people are like, it's kind of like we're just cutting it in half. Like you said, if you don't have any guy friends, whatever, maybe I could just meet somebody on social media,
don't get to know comfortable going to a sperm
and just meet some random guy and just like, oh, okay, can I get sperm? Like I can see their rationale behind it.
Correct. So I feel like none of those ways are wrong or right, whether it's purchasing on social media and or going through a sperm bank. What was wrong was not going through the process of being checked out.
But it's kind of like you get what you pay for. It's like you could take your car to the dealership, or you can take it to a shade tree. Now you might get it back and it might have a few more problems than what it was when you gave it to them. But instead of paying,
I freaking hate when that happens.
$3,000 for a new motor or whatever it is, I paid Buddy, $900 and a 6-pack of beer and a pack of cigarettes.
Correct.
And
we're gonna push her until she don't push no more.
And we're gonna push until she, like you said, don't push no more. So it's kind of like,
But even with that though, I still think that.
But this is your body. This is a life.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the
it should
important
have more
part.
weight.
Yes, that's the important part, because a life is being created. However, the means you go through using donated sperm, the checkout is still the checkout.
True,
The
because we just
clearing,
done What's Up, Doc, and they went about it the right way and
correct.
still got screwed. This dude got 94 kids and counting.
I mean, this is very true, because they thought they were getting donor sperm and the doctor was donating his own sperm. I mean, girl, but
so we can't even.
And because the doctor had health issues, they said his sperm wouldn't have even been allowed,
Right.
even though he was sneaking his sperm. Yo,
And then
what is up with y'all in the damn sperm?
I don't know.
I forgot that the doctor had an issue, and so his sperm would not have even been allowed
at all. And at the end of that episode, we brought up how, what was it, 144 doctors done the same thing. So it's like going to the right avenue, you still could end up
right, because his children have immune disorders. They have some type of stomach like issues. So,
and they really can't do nothing. Like, I mean, he had to pay a $500 fine for fathering 94 children and still counting. So there's not even laws in place, and I'm pretty sure there's not laws in place for
purchasing sperm over social media.
Yeah.
No, because they just did it. That's, again, I don't think there is a wrong or right way. I just feel like full disclosure should always be given.
Bruh, look here. You
on both parties.
I get that, but you date people for 2 or 3 years and don't get full disclosure of who they is. So it's like to expect that from a complete stranger who owes you nothing, who's trying to get we give humanity too much credit.
And that's what I was gonna say. And this is why me and human beings don't really mesh that well, because yes,
that's why I got my galaxy thumb up. Like,
you trying to get out of here. Well, shit, I got my spend the night bag. I'm trying to go too, because I would expect full disclosure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right. You're not going to get that. No. And that makes me sad, because had he just been honest, these women could have made their own decision on, the future health of their child.
It would have been no. It ain't like,
I mean, no, I don't think it would have necessarily been no. No. Bruh. I don't think it necessarily would have been no, because how desperate were they already to buy sperm off of social media?
Well, if that's the case, they wouldn't be coming back after the fact.
I mean, I think they would have, because human beings are human beings, and so then they got greedy. Folks, people who sue will sue at the drop of a freaking hat. Ooh, that's a pet peeve of mine.
It is mine too.
My God. Like, you see how angry I'm freaking getting? People will sue over the dumbest shit, and I do not understand it. So even though they were in the wrong, I would say and he was also in the wrong. Even though both parties were in the wrong, they can't just go their separate ways and let bygones be bygones, as you want to say. No, these women want to take him to court because he didn't disclose this information. And it's just like, what do you think he's gonna do? What does that change about the situation?
In that case, every ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend will be in court. He didn't disclose that he was an alcoholic. He didn't disclose that he's a cheater. He didn't disclose, like, come on, like, people are not going.
That's what I said.
Like you said, you should wear a shirt that says, Fragile X here, or nobody wears a shirt that says I'm a liar. Correct. Or I'm a cheater.
Or thievery runs in my family. My mama was a thief. My granny was a thief. She used to play them in thieving.
Shirt, I'm loose as a goose. You know what
I'm saying? All of the above.
If nobody you date me, you're number 45 in my book, or 120. Like nobody wears that shirt. Nobody say I'm about to key your car up, break your windows out, drag you outside your house, beat you up, then call the cops and tell them you done it to me. Like who? Nobody says I'm crazy. Like, it's just people you find out too late.
You do. You find out when you're in it. I wish that people had to do like whatever that freaking book was I had to read in the 10th grade, where she had to wear the scarlet letter. And you had to wear your
the
letter.
A for adultery.
Yeah. And if your ass crazy, you gotta wear a C for crazy. And then if you cuckoo crazy, like batshit crazy, you gotta wear 2 C's. Cuckoo crazy.
Mine would be CSC. Crazy, sexy, cool.
Crazy, sexy, cool. Okay. No, we're disclosing the bad shit. The scarlet letter is for the bad shit. Your shit won't say sexy, cool because that's a good thing.
If like I'm an abuser, I might beat you up in our relationship if I catch you cheating. I'm just
bring them hands out.
Bring them hands. Like
H.
I ain't scared.
That means she's a fighter.
Stone Cold stun you.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that might would help our situations, but unfortunately we know that that's not how it is. But yeah, if we all had to wear some type of scarlet letter that told whatever our freaking toxic trait is, hey, because we all got them.
We all got them. Nobody's perfect.
But look, let me go back to what I was gonna say. Regardless of how it came about, these women wanted children and now they have children, be it not what they thought that they were going to get, but I feel like that's a whole nother situation and it shouldn't be taken up in court. People donating their sperm helps thousands and thousands and thousands of families, just period. You know what I'm saying? Because they not all, there's more good reports than there is bad reports.
True. That's with anything.
So. Yeah. They're people who do donate and go about it however they go about it. It does end up helping families. It helps people become families. It helps families grow. Like sperm donation is a huge thing in this country. As a sperm donor, you can make up to $10,000 in 6 months. 10 G's in 6 months. Now, if I was a man, I don't know how comfortable I personally would be with donating my sperm, but this is why there's all type of men out there. You know what I'm saying? Just like I might not be comfortable with it. If you were a man, you might be comfortable with it. Okay, in this scenario, you don't want to help me in this scenario. Okay, so in this scenario,
even as a woman, I wouldn't be comfortable giving away my eggs.
Absolutely not.
I'm not even an organ donor because they're mine. Y'all don't judge me, but I'm not. I'm not an organ donor, and you know, it's because they're mine. I was born with them. I brought them into this world.
Taking them with you?
I'm taking them with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I could not donate my eggs because I would be looking to see if I saw my kid in every kid that I ever came across.
I just watched too many movies. I don't want to come in back. Oh, she's an organ donor. Oh, she got a good heart and a liver. Call Johnny. Told me got a heart and liver on the way. Like, no, don't kill. You know, I watched too many movies. But
don't kidnap you just to get your
You're right.
No doubt. But yeah, I personally could not donate, whether I was male or female. But shout out to the people who do, because again, they help build families. They help create families. Sometimes when it's just a couple, they think, boom, our family would be complete if we had a kid.
True.
That I'm sure that's
and it's a thing. It's a thing of an accomplishment too. Like it's just
right. I got a good paying job. I went to school. I got married. I got my kid. We got a house. You know what I'm saying? We a family. We got the white picket fence. The quote unquote American dream. And however you have to go about getting that.
Come to America, make all your dream come true. It's late, y'all. Don't judge me, okay?
They will definitely try to make all your dreams come true. Thank you.
I can see a Mad TV like jacked up United States commercial.
For sure. for sure.
You want sperm? You can get that online over here too.
Why they gotta be country? You know what they already say about people who live in the South. Don't do us. Do not do us. I saw a post. I don't even know what the post was.
FarmersOnly.com.
Yes, I'm about to be way off subject. But I saw a post earlier today where it was the chick Danny Lee, the singer, the one that had a baby with the baby. Her and her, I know that sounded crazy, but her and her brother did a little TikTok together and she's twerking in the TikTok. And so all of the comments was like, like you twerking and your brother sitting right there. Who does that? She got her shirt all lifted up. And then the comments started just hitting below the belt because they was like, they from Alabama. That's some Alabama shit. Why is it that when it comes to incest, everybody automatically goes to Alabama? There's other fucking southern states. That's some Mississippi shit. I mean, it sounds just as good as all that some Alabama shit. Like, damn. So yes, that country accent that you gave, I was having a fucking flashback, bruh. Like, what? Nah,
I don't know. You just because some people be actually out here talking about, Alabama got paved streets, bruh. Like, don't
right.
Like
we're
that.
not still in a freaking horse and carriage. They do that shit more in New Orleans than they do here, that horse and carriage shit. We are cause.
Let it be known there's crazy people everywhere.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So it ain't just the South, it ain't the North, East to West. It's just
it's all the states.
It's humanity.
And we see that more and more lately with all the different things that are going on in the news, but we're not going to talk about that because we just came on here to talk about Buddy and his donation of sperm that was having the women in a tizzy. Again, I don't want it to deter people, women mainly, from thinking that, I can't start a family because anybody out here is just donating any type of sperm. I feel like people have been out there donating.
I mean, I'm just saying,
subpar sperm.
Don't be out here getting your sperm at your local farmer's market. Okay.
But if I see, and I think that you can get your sperm at your local farmer's market, but you just got to ask questions like, did y'all test the sperm? Can I see the test results? Yeah, they could fudge them, but that's beyond, like, if you're going all into that deep, then that shit ain't for you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gave the test? Was anybody standing there when they took? Like, this is not that.
Look,
I'll
be like Eddie Kane on the 5 Heartbeats.
Oh,
look, if we ain't gonna do it right, then we ain't gonna do it at all. Like, look, bro, could you imagine your partner coming to you like, hey, you know what I'm saying, baby, I know you want a baby and everything. I found somebody that, I got the hookup. Like, you don't need a hookup for everything. Not everything is supposed to be got by a hookup.
This is true.
It's some stuff you just need to.
This is why I'm saying. This is why I'm saying there are great ways to get sperm instead of going through social media. And then there's laws that help back things that, these things up, like malpractice and shit like that. Like, imagine if you got a sperm donation and had a kid and you asked for a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid, but then you end up having a little Asian baby. There's somewhere in that motherfucking contract, somewhere in all that paperwork, to where I can now come and talk to you because this is not the type of baby that I asked for. When you go through social media,
I'm like, ma'am, I'm sorry, all sperm look alike.
No, not all sperm look alike.
Under the microscope, they all look the same.
I mean, very true, but still, I have a better chance of holding you accountable if I go through the correct way.
I'm like, ooh, look, he athletic. Look at him go. Let's get this one right here. This boy right here ain't playing, okay? He's way in the lead.
If you go through the correct way, absolutely.
So you like, he ain't even make it. He's still at the finish line. He's still at the starting line. Dang.
I don't want that one.
Send him back.
Take it out. Take it out the pot. What you call it? on the episode we did with the doctor, what you call it, sperm soup?
Strain the soup.
Not strain the soup.
We gotta strain it.
You know what? Oh, I am not gonna sit here with you any longer talking about some strain the sperm soup. You were too silly.
Oh, they headed out like gumbo.
You can tell we don't want no more kids. We so sorry, y'all.
We don't.
I'm good. But even if I did, I wouldn't be buying no damn sperm off Facebook.
Allegedly, or any social media.
Right, you got me doing that.
I'm not gonna get it on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, MySpace, and
any of them shits. No social media sites. Sorry that it's probably may or may not be Facebook.
AOL.
We don't know. Damn, AOL. You got some old sperm. Sperm come out with a beard. A beard, gray hair, and sideburns.
That's where I got cane. That's where I came with a cane. He living.
Oh shit. I heard you say MySpace earlier. No sperm for MySpace. My God.
None of them. None of them.
That is so funny.
Instagram, I don't want it.
No. Go the legal. I don't think saying go the legal route is the right way of saying it, but just go the route to where you got shit that gives you comfortability, shit that gives you cushioning, just in case some shit go wrong. That's all I'm saying. Go where it's the people's job to test the sperm. 9 times out of 10, they probably testing the damn sperm.
Right, so there's not a place you can go and get it tested. Like, well, you dropping it out, I'm gonna go get. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into.
But if there is, they didn't try it.
No,
you know what I'm saying.
Look, we got all these at-home kits. You can get your ancestry.com. You can get, find out where you come from. I mean, we got even COVID testing at home. We got pregnancy tests at home.
Something to where you can.
We can't drop something. Take a little bit of the sperm, put it in a cup, drop it in there, and be like, if it turned pink, don't use it. If it turned black, definitely don't use it. If it stay clear,
if it's blue and clear, you good.
You're right. Or
I
something.
Like
blue. Stay away from green, orange.
Right.
I don't know. I mean,
but
it's got to be a better way.
Hopefully, some engineer and some doctor or somewhere putting their two great minds together. Because if this is the age that we're in, where you're buying sperm off of social media, then yeah, protected things need to be in place, or else you end up with the story that we talked about this evening.
Yeah.
I hate that, but you know what? It has happened, and as always, we want to know what y'all think. Are you buying sperm off of social media? We're not, but some people might, and we want to hear from you. We want to hear from them, right?
Yeah, you can reach out to us at atfriendshipdiaries@gmail.com, and just send us your thoughts. Subscribe, rate, and review.
Subscribe, rate, and review.
I wonder if you got like any reviews. Like we can just Google his name and you got like 1 star.
Buddy that donated the sperm. I think he's got all bad Yelp reviews, like all bad. So much so that the judge released his name so nobody else would use him. That's like the health department showing up and putting a big F on the fucking window.
Was that Holy Moly Donut Shop?
don't you eat here? No, sorry, Bob. So yeah, he got a review. It's not the review that people wanted, but yeah, he got one. She released his name.
And should. But that goes to show you, if the judge felt like he had to do that, there's a lot more of this going on
than we probably know
about.
Yeah, folks, just be careful out there.
Check your husband, check your baby daddies, make sure they ain't out here. I'm just playing, I'm just kidding.
Out here donating sperm.
Like, that boy look like your daddy.
That's so horrible. I don't know about that, but definitely make sure
I'm sleepy.
That you are doing all things to protect yourself and any future kids that you might make with some random stranger. This is why I say going through a sperm bank, I feel like is always going to be best. Or having a baby with the guy friend that you know.
All I'm saying is, I'm going to say this, and I'm I'm gonna be done. I know you said there ain't no right and wrong way, but are we really at the point where we selling body fluids?
Yes, that's why I said this is
Online
2022. This is what's happening. So if this is what's happening, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Do your own freaking research. I mean, just to, I'm a little nerdy. So just to prepare for this little segment, I Googled shit. It was that motherfucking simple. You gotta take hold of your own future and be in charge of your own destiny. You see me raising my damn banner.
You sound like a great power speech. Go, help him out.
That's what I'm
Come
saying.
on, motivator.
You gotta try.
I want my baby and I want it now.
You just can't take people's word for it. Like, I'm good to go. Nah, let me make sure you're good to go because I'm about to have a baby with your sperm. So yes, it's my job to make sure that yes, boo, you is good to go. Again, if this your race, you got to run it how you run it.
I mean, there's name brand, there's generic. They just got the generic version of the name brand, I guess so.
And even getting the generic version of something, you can still make that shit great. Okay, we just bought some damn generic.
Yeah, but Fruit Wheels ain't as good as Fruit Loops. I don't care how you dress it up. Sometimes, Fruit Wheels, they get a little bit soggy, a little bit quicker, they a little greasy,
Okay, and I agree with you on that.
Enlarged to show texture, they put it on the box.
But in knowing that Fruit Wheels is going to be different in milk than Fruit Loops is, you change how you eat the Fruit Wheels. If you know that Fruit Loops in milk will last 15 minutes before they get soggy, but Fruit Wheels is only going to last 7 minutes before they get soggy.
Not even that long.
Then you need to be eating them 9 times out of 10, you eating them Fruit Wheels within the 7 minutes. You're preparing, you know what it is that you need to do to make sure that them Fruit Wheels still hit. So you got 7 minutes.
So you say we know how to make it work. Make the Fruit Wheels work.
You make the Fruit Wheels work. So if you got to buy sperm off of social media, then you got to make that shit work for you. Again, I went to the Jujul and it didn't even take me that long to just find some things.
I know, but it's just something you just shouldn't have to Google, man.
But again, if that's the age that we're in,
the dispensation,
use all of the freaking resources. That's all I'm saying. And on that night, folks, we appreciate y'all for joining in, for listening to us do our thing. She's distraught. I wish you could see her. She's distraught.
I made a lot of jokes, but I have dark humor. That's how I make it through.
She doesn't like the buying of the sperm on the social medias. No. I can understand it. I wouldn't do it, but I empathize.
And if you was my friend, this is where our friendship would end. I can't trust nobody that buys sperm off the internet.
If I told you I bought sperm off the internet, we wouldn't be friends no more.
ATN Friendship Diaries. Well, this will be the last episode. No, just wait. I'm kidding.
Luckily,
I might feed you a long hella spoon.
You're so funny. Luckily, I don't want any sperm, so we're okay. Not through the internet, not through the.
I'm just gonna question all your life decisions. Aquanet, we ain't doing none of that.
None of that.
What to say?
Super
good. Aquanet.
Nope. I love you, sister.
I love you too. Okay.
All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us. We will talk to you on Friday for episodes 10, 11, and 12 of the originals. Be good, y'all.
I buy vampire sperm before I.
All right. So
I'd rather have vampire sperm than get sperm off. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gone.
No, I understand that though, because in knowing you, and maybe our listeners have learned you just a little bit, they probably understand why you say you would buy vampire sperm than to buy sperm off of social media.
Yeah, at least it's immortal. It's immortal sperm. Can't go wrong.
You know what you're getting. There's not going to be any type of IQ genetics. Vampires are fucking geniuses. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm like, don't look my baby in the eyes. He be compelling people. Like, you don't know why you just took your breast out because you just
correct.
Okay, we gotta delirious at this point. We about to go, y'all. Look,
love y'all. We'll talk to you again.
Peace.